Welcome to Pat's Picks. This is the $20 challenge. Hope you're having a great day. Today is day 3 of this challenge, and I'm going to get right into it. So today was actually a small loss, down 7%. If you take a look here on my notes. Yeah, small loss, 7%. That's okay. Kept the losses small. And we're going to trade again tomorrow. That's what it's all about. You don't want to blow up your account. When it's this small, you got to keep the loss as tight as possible and move on. So my first trade was a 367 put. And if you take a look on the screen here, you can see my first entry. I waited a little bit because it was choppy and I could tell it was going to be that way, or at least I had a feeling given the volume. Excuse me. The volume and the way that it dropped off pre-market. I expected it to kind of be choppy. This year so far hasn't had any great trends. That's okay. It's just the start of the year. But you can see right here, I entered my 367 put. Got it at $10, which was a great timing. And I was looking for the RSI to be slightly overbought or close to overbought. I don't know if you use those indicators, but I'm just going to briefly go over that in case you're wondering what I was thinking when I got into this trade or what I was looking for. And I also look for the TTM squeeze indicator. I like to use that. Basically, you're just looking for it to reverse. You see this green bars go up. That usually correlates with the RSI. And at that point, you'd want to buy a put potentially. Depending on it, it could be ripping. So if it's just, you got to watch the trend. I'm not going to get too into depth in that, but that's what I was looking for. That's where I got that position. My second position was another put, 368 put, again at $10. I entered right here. And I will show all my times and all the history to be transparent. I'll just throw that in at the end so you can take a look at it in case you want to know the exact time. But this arrow is the exact time. So if you look at the bottom, 1350 was the time. If you want to figure out what that was, then go right on ahead. So if you have any questions about what I was doing, there it is. And my third entry was a hedge position, as you could see by the H on my little notes. I got in at 9, and that was a 393 call right here. And that was in case the market decided it wanted to basically recover from that drop in pre-market. So that was my thought process on buying that hedge. At the time I bought this call right here, I was still holding this put. And as you can tell, the market did not go up or recover. It went down. And so I did take a loss of 44% on that, but that's not so bad. And then this put didn't gain much. Because the market was going so sideways and the volatility was low, basically the contract was just scooting sideways, going up and down a little bit, and didn't get anything. At the most, I think I was up 20%. And I tried to capture that, but didn't quite get it. And so I just got out break even, and I'll take that. With a day like this, you can see there's not any clear good trends, no good moves, so that's okay. Packed it up, and I'm ready for tomorrow. So, excuse me. So that's it. There you have it. Down 7% on the day, plus 20%, 0%, and negative 44%. And if you take a look at over here, you can see my history. Yes, today was the 5th, so you can see all the times I entered. If you click on here, just to give you a little bit more insight. When I'm thinking about entering a position, for example, I will look at the order book on here. I will wait for this book. I'll wait for the sevens to almost all be bought out. So I don't want to buy right in the middle of the action because sometimes it'll sit there forever. And if you buy it at 7, you can only sell it at 6. I'm not sure. If you're really new, that's how it works, to keep it simple. So if you buy at the ask, you can only sell at the bid. And so you're immediately down $1. So what I do is I wait for this book to run out close to the end, and a lot of the time I can catch it. So I'll buy that 7, and then immediately it'll flip over to here, and so that way I'll be break even quickly. And that's how I try to minimize losses and make sure I catch the right trend. And so, yeah, that's just a little tip on how I do that. Hopefully that made sense. If not, just let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to explain that in further detail. But here's all the contracts, 368. 393. As you can see, none of them really did anything. And I can't tell you how many times I've sold a contract at like 100%. Say I bought it at 15, sold it at 30, and it continues to run through the next day where it's, worth $300, $400, $500. That happens all the time. It's not crazy to see. So I look forward to those days, and I hope you guys are there with me making that money. That's going to be fun. So for now, we're rolling in the small dollars, taking the small losses, taking the small wins, and building this account one day at a time. So hope you're staying happy and healthy. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.